Hello and welcome. You're watching The Money Show. I'm Kavita Thapliyal, and once again, we have a show where we answer all your financial portfolio queries and we give you strategy for each of your financial goals. Just in case you're watching the show live and want to send across any of your queries, you can do that on our WhatsApp number and email ID. All you have to do is just give us details of your current investments so that our experts can help you strategize important goals of your life, be it your child education, buying the first house, or your retirement goal, or anything in between, be it a short term or a long term goal. We have you covered on The Money Show. 865-797-4571 is our WhatsApp ID, and The Money Show at etnow.tv is our email ID where you can send across your queries, and we will do your life financial planning on the show. Okay, so let's begin. And today, a very important topic that we have taken up on The Money Show. We are talking about Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, a brilliant opportunity to secure your daughter's future. Now, today we are going to discuss a government-backed initiative that is designed specifically to secure the future of your daughters. An initiative that not only ensures their education and marriage, but also provides a strong financial foundation for their future. And here comes Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. The Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is a scheme that has been designed with one goal in mind: to empower and secure the financial future of young girls. It allows you to start with a small investment, and over time this money grows significantly, creating a solid financial asset. Now, this scheme especially beneficial for families who wish to plan financially for their daughter's education and marriage. So what are the key benefits of this scheme? How can you make the most of this plan for your daughter? How much should you invest to reap the maximum rewards? And is this scheme a smart investment option, especially in today's world, where everyone is looking for ways to secure their future? In today's show, we discuss all of this, all about Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, exploring its features and benefits, understanding how to start early, and that can really help you design your daughter's future and secure the financial future. If we talk about, we'll also dive into how can you maximize the benefits from this scheme and why it's great to integrate savings into your financial plan. So Kanya Samriddhi Yojana can become a key part of your financial portfolio. I have with me Shilpa Bhaskar Gole, founder, Nerdy Bird Wellness. Hi Shilpa, and good evening, and welcome to the show. So let's talk about Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. It's become one of the most popular schemes, whether people are taking the tax benefit on it or not, but then they definitely are attracted towards this particular scheme. We've seen a lot of people investing also for their daughter's education and marriage purpose. Could you explain the scheme, how it works, and why is it so beneficial for parents, especially if you have a girl child?
Hi, Kavita, and thank you for having me on your show. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is definitely a fantastic product to add to your investment basket. So this product has been around for the last 10 years now. It's finished a decade in the market. And the interesting thing about it is that it's giving you like 8.2% right now in terms of return, and that too completely tax free. So unlike a lot of other debt products where you are paying tax on the interest, this product definitely has that advantage over other debt investment products. And what I also like about it is that the government has created a very systematic mental accounting for all of us, right? I mean, if you look at behavioral biases and people not being able to invest towards goals, here is the product which is for a particular purpose only, and that is your girl's education, her marriage. And therefore, from that perspective, it also brings in a lot of behavioral change, because you're nudged to consistently start investing and create adequate wealth for your daughter by the time she is in her 20s and she hits adulthood. So in terms of the product features, I think the most important thing to remember is that the account can be opened for your girl child before she turns 10. So that's very important to keep in mind. And if you have two girl children, so up to two girl children can be you can go ahead and avail this scheme for. In case your second birth is of twins and both the twins are girls, even in that case you can make sure to avail the scheme for both the girls. So they have made these adjustments and accommodations in the scheme to ensure that your girl children are taken care of. Now, in terms of the account opening, what's also important to remember is that the account is opened on the girl child's name, However, it's opened by the legal guardian or the parent. So till the child turns 18, the account will be operated by the legal guardian or the parent, and after the child completes 18, she can operate the account herself.
All right, let's understand this scheme slightly more and let's talk about the interest rate. Now, Shilpa, this scheme offers a high interest rate than most of the savings accounts or fixed deposits, okay? No two ways about it. But then how can parents take full advantage of this? What's the best way to structure their investments for maximum returns out of this particular scheme?
Right. So this product definitely offers a great tax benefit. So you're getting that entire 8.2% return. So in terms of how you're contributing, the minimum contribution in this product is 250 rupees a year, and the maximum cap is 1.5 lakhs. So remember that you can't go beyond 1.5 lakhs. And my invitation to all parents is to maximize the entire 1.5 lakhs, because if you're putting in 1.5 every year, you can do this continuously from the year of account opening for the next 15 years. And every year you're earning an interest of 8.2% on it. You're able to lock in the interest rate that you're getting currently. Please remember that as well. Now, once you've completed that 15-year period, you can hold for another 6 years without making any additional contributions, and it'll continue to earn interest. So, full maturity is 21 years from the year of account opening. Now, let's say you do maximize and you put the entire 1.5 lakhs in every year. The good thing is that you end up with a maturity value of round about 70 lakhs if we go with the current interest rate of 8.2%, which I think will contribute adequately. I mean, I wouldn't say that it'll contribute significantly. It wouldn't really take care of the entire education or marriage goal at that point in time, but it will add a significant chunk. So I see this as one part of the basket, the debt investment part of that goal of your girl child's marriage or her education. But I don't see it as a standalone product that can alone take care of the needs because of that 1.5 lakh limit, as well as the 8.2% interest rate, which I don't think will really beat education inflation over time, Kavita.
That is what, this is the aspect where I want you to elaborate on this scheme, because see, one of the key highlights of the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is its low initial investment requirement. Now that's a comfort factor definitely for people who cannot invest in big chunks, can start small, with little amount of money. But then having said that, it's really not likely that they would achieve their goal if they have only this particular investment instrument for education goal, for that purpose maybe. No doubt this really makes the scheme very affordable for the middle class families. But then how do you arrive to that particular financial goal? And here we are talking about an education financial goal, which has education inflation, which is obviously in double digit, much more higher than your food inflation and other kind of inflations here. So just having this 8.2% benefit, which is even now, this will be reviewed, every 3 months we have the government bodies reviewing these particular interest rates. We might see them going up, going down, depending on the announcement. But having said that, how do you actually arrive to a particular goal if Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is the only investment instrument that you want to bank on, also because of the comfort factor of initial low amount of investment?
So, to arrive at the goal, and here we're talking about your girl's education, I think it's important for you to first understand how much this education costs you in today's time. So what is the current value of an education, a 3-year education, a 2-year education for your daughter? So first understand that, and then what I would say is that go ahead and inflate that value and see the inflation adjusted value at the time when you need that money. So let's say you want to get her college education funded, and you're looking at 18 years by the time you need this. So let's say your daughter is 5 years old now, and you've got the next 13 years to invest. Now, banking on Sukanya Samriddhi alone will not really suffice. What you would have to do in this case is make sure that you have a diversified equity portfolio as well, because we have to also keep in mind that do we have investments in our portfolio that are helping us beat inflation over the long term. So I would say have a diversified portfolio. Let Sukanya Samriddhi bring in that stability, the less risk factor thanks to the government backing. At the same time, look at market linked products that can help you also move a little aggressively towards that growth that you need for something like education. A lot of folks these days are looking at education abroad, and if you're looking at an education abroad, it's not just the 10% odd inflation that we're looking at, but there's also currency depreciation, right? So the other currency is also getting inflated with time. and that affordability also has to be kept in mind. So if they take the number of one, of 70 lakhs, let's say you go for the 1 lakh 50 max limit, you max out on the limit over 15 years, and in 21 years you even get that 70 lakhs. If we were just to discount it backwards to today, that amount would be roughly 9.5 lakhs. 21 years, discounting by 21 years. And is 9.5 lakhs really enough today for an education? So my sense is yes, in certain cases it might be enough, maybe a significant chunk, but in most cases, I think in today's value already, education is skyrocketing, and it's very, very important that we also look at slightly more growth-oriented, aggressive asset classes to invest. So I think a diversified portfolio would do it, Kavita.
Sure. Shilpa, again coming back to the Sukanya Samriddhi scheme, now I want to understand how flexible is this scheme? We get that, this is for a child education, a girl child education goal, and then once after 10 years of age, you cannot even open the account, right? So, what is the right account opening age? Till what time can you invest? Till what age can you invest? For how many years is this account of Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana valid? What are the rules around withdrawals? If you could just talk about those aspects, and also how flexible is this particular scheme?
Right. So I would like to start by actually underlining that the last clause in the guideline of this particular product is something called the power to relax. So I will come to that shortly. Let me come back to your question first, Kavita, which is around, what is the flexibility? So yes, definitely you need to open the account for your girl child before she turns 10. That's the number one thing. Now, from the date of account opening, you can make contributions of up to 1.5 lakhs for the next 15 years, and then beyond 15 years the full maturities from 21 years of account opening, so you'll get the entire amount back after 21 years. Having said that, there are some partial withdrawal rules that have also been put in place, especially for your daughter's education. So let's say she turns 18. So there are two things: either she completes her class 10, or she completes age of 18, whichever comes earlier. At that point, if there is an education requirement, if you submit the entire documentation of the tuition fee, you can avail 50% of withdrawal, if you meet any of these two criteria. So either completion of class 10 or age of 18, whichever is earlier. So in that case, you get that 50% withdrawal option. Now, even for a full withdrawal, you can do it before the account completes 21 years. And here's what the guideline says. It says that if your daughter has completed 18 years of age, so if you're able to give that proof of documentation that she's completed 18 years of age, and at some point before the completion of the 21-year account period, you need this money for her marriage, then you can provide the documentation and go ahead and make a full withdrawal of the entire balance before completion of the entire maturity period. So this is also something that they have laid down in the rules, which you can keep in mind. Now, coming to that point around power to relax, the last point they say is that if there is any kind of undue hardship that you have to go through at any point, let's say
Right,
death of a
right.
guardian or any such situation, or even some
Sure.
critical illness for that matter, in that case you can make a full withdrawal much earlier, provided you
Sure.
provide all the proof of documentation.
All right, I think that will be all. My time is up. But as far as this particular scheme is concerned, it's a good debt investment for a particular goal. But then one really needs to understand that you can't be putting all your eggs in one basket. It's a very crucial goal. It's a girl-child education goal. Try and diversify it across investment instruments. Thank you so much, Shilpa, for being on the show today. And on that note, it's time to sign off even from the Money Show. But I'm going to leave you with our WhatsApp number and email ID. Do keep sending us your queries. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.